Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name's Carmen, and today we have a reading for you about somebody that is a bit regretful over a goodbye or a rejection. We've got Seven of Swords in the reverse, the Ace of Cups in the reverse, and the World in the reverse. So it's not over. There may have been some sort of ending, but I still think about it. And the song that I just happened to hear was Happiest Year by James Young. And you may already know that song, or you may want to go look at the lyrics. Actually, hold on, I looked them up. So, in particular, I'll read a few. I'm really on the ropes this time. I've been fighting all my life for you. I never should have said goodbye, but maybe that's what stupid people do. So they feel a sense of regret, right? Because you gave me peace and I wasted it. I'm here to admit that you were my medicine. So they're wanting to come clean, hence the Seven of Swords in the reverse, about why they walked away or what the aftermath was when they realized, that was not the right call. There's still feelings here and there's still a sense of longing, or I think at one point he talks about wanting a time machine so he could go back. Let's call in spirit with a little bit of Winchenta. Oh, just that? All right, that works. I hope you're having a good day so far. If you would like a personal reading, please hit me up via my email address in the description box below. I will probably be taking off like, I don't know, 36 hours, 48 hours, something like that around Christmas. But if you want a personal reading, I will try to work you in. This is the Fairy Lenormand. Let's see. Maybe we'll have the love card come out or the mice, because there's a sense of loss, you gave me peace and I wasted it was one of the more, like, I almost named the, here's the heart. I almost named the reading after that part of the song, but this is clearly about love. This is, I wish that, things had gone better or that I had you next to me. It's the mice. You guys, I called the two cards that came out. Okay. Well, I mean, it makes sense. And it's 23 and 24, by the way. This person's in love and they feel a sense of loss. Okay. They want to know if there's any way to make it right. And they're definitely trying to figure out how to say what they want to say. Maybe they don't even know if you're going to give them the time of day, right? So a little bit of a question mark. Definitely could be partly related to the fact that it's the holidays right now as I record this. So you start to think about those connections and the year leading up to those holidays, right? We have the Nine of Swords. This is the Meta Muse. Nine of Swords, King of Wands, and the Four of Pentacles. Feeling a sense of anxiety, thinking back on what was done or what was said, and feeling like there should have been something different. Feeling like they should have taken charge, like the King of Wands, but instead they had this Four of Pentacles energy, which was holding back and not wanting to let anybody in or not wanting to be vulnerable. There could be something important that they did not tell you. For some of you, they did not tell you that they love you, and that's what they really want to tell you. And for others of you, they may have, told you they loved you and then kind of downplayed it. So we have Justice, Chariot in the reverse, King of Swords in the reverse. So a desire to make amends or do right by a situation where they should not have left, Chariot in the reverse. And they should have been more honest, King of Swords in the reverse. They may also feel like it's important to tell you what happened to, basically as a catalyst for them to leave. If they were honest about that, awesome. But for some of you, they like falsified something, or they kind of tried to create some illusion to justify this to themselves or to you. Every time I use the Metamuse Tarot, what I'm looking for is the Tree of Life, because this is a card unique to this particular tarot deck, and it does talk about awakening or looking at what's really going on within and without so that you can improve your life. And that's what's going on. I love that it's paired with the Eight of Pentacles. This is somebody who has done a pretty thorough analysis of the last year and kind of yelled at themselves. You know, you shouldn't have done this, or you could have handled this better. In particular, because there were good memories made and they feel like they could have had more good memories, but they walked away from it. Eight of Swords and Judgment in the reverse. I told myself I was trapped. I told myself there was nothing else I could do, or this was the only way to handle this particular connection. But the truth is, I don't know if that was real. I may have just been a little bit scared, a little bit nervous, a little bit apprehensive. What happens when things go well? That kind of thing. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, the Star. So this person has been, I would say, focused on healing, particularly as it pertains to their emotional side. They may have worked many years or decades to avoid being emotional in certain circumstances, or avoid being open or vulnerable. And it's like they've had to take apart something they built, right? And the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse could be an indication of financial issues. It could also be about somebody needing to learn how to trust in somebody else. It could be also trusting yourself, right? Oh, maybe I think I'm in love, but I'm not really. There's no way. I'll be fine. I'll forget this person, or I can distract myself, or it's just going to be something that ends in a nightmare anyways. So I'm just saving myself some time. But no, world is in the reverse because there's unfinished business. Two of Cups, and they still love this person. This love is part of what has got them out of a difficult place. Now, this could be emotional, right? I've been struggling to have motivation because I didn't know why I was here, or I didn't feel seen. I didn't feel like anybody really cared about me, and this person did. So I think we have a love that motivates, a love that inspires, and probably a love that terrifies, because when it's real, it's like, ah, oh God, you scared me there. Why are you dressed up in that gorilla suit? It's just, this person wasn't really ready for that. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. They're used to people that are out for themselves, playing tricks, putting on a little bit of a show, trying to pretend they're better than they are. Hello, Illuminati. How are you doing? Ten of Pentacles, Nine of Swords in the reverse. So there could have been a little bit more of a focus on the tangible life, right? Or like a luxury type lifestyle. I'll focus on money. Everything will be fine. I'm really drawn to this older gentleman in the foreground. He's ignoring the people in the background. He looks pretty pleased that he's ignoring the social interaction. So it's like, I'll have what I need. I'll take care of me. Everyone can do whatever it is. I don't need to have you know, connections with them, that's fine, right? There's a possibility this star card also represents the love connection here. Because the Nine of Swords in the reverse is giving, I left you a map so that you can figure out how to be happier, or so that you can figure out how to improve your life even if I'm not around. Okay, so this is a weird reference, but if you've ever seen The Beach, well, I'm not ruining it for anyone, but it's like a really old movie with Leo DiCaprio. There's a point where a map is left for, well, I think there's actually a couple, but there's a map to this beach that is left. It's like this love interest left a map. Maybe not like, here are the GPS coordinates to where I live, but like, here's what you need to do. Here's how things go. This is how you improve your life. You can get there. It's inspiration, and it may not be, I literally wrote it all down for you. It may be, here, watch me. And then this love interest is like, oh, I think I can do that. We've got the Nine of Cups clarifying the Two of Cups. This is the love of a lifetime. This is what I want. What was that first? In that song, it says, I've been fighting all my life for you. So it could be that this King of Swords in the reverse felt like they were fighting off other connections, or like saving themselves for a real connection, right? I'm not going to get caught up in these fake things. I'm not going to get, distracted by side missions. I'm not going to let anybody fool me. I'm going to recognize this person who I'm supposed to be with because of their character, and then that'll be the person. And they may have misjudged this person initially, or they may not have wanted to believe it, right? But now they see, oh, you're the one that I was thinking about. Yeah, movie and a song. What's up, Illuminati? The Beach is actually a pretty good movie, but don't watch it with children, please. Six of Wands, Seven of Cups in the reverse. And because of this map that was left, or this guidance, this, if you want to be happier, here's how you do it. Here's some breadcrumbs so you can find your way. This King of Swords in the reverse did a pretty bang up job of following those breadcrumbs, or paying attention to those details, following that map, because the Seven of Cups is in the reverse. This is clarity. I don't need to be asking myself which direction. This is where I'm going. I know exactly where I'm going. And that's what gets me to the Six of Wands. So I haven't played The Sims in a really long time, but the way I'm seeing it in my mind right now is a sim without any actions or like commands. That's just kind of like, don't hate me, okay? And then this star individual inspires the King of Swords in the reverse, or gives some sort of advice, right? And then they're like, oh, okay, you're right. I do need to go mow the lawn. And then they have that direction. Now you're going to be doing something way more important than mowing the lawn, okay? Now that's important. We want things to look nice, right? But this is somebody who is achieving balance within themselves with the Temperance card. That's one of my favorite cards, by the way, just to like kind of zero in on that. It says, part man, part woman, all angel. 1 foot in the water, 1 foot on land. So they get it. And I feel like this is more so about 3D versus 5D. This person understands both of those levels, or those planes. They understand the feminine and the masculine within themselves, whereas maybe previously they were really only in touch with the male side. What else do we have? Two of Pentacles in the reverse. and justice. A decision to do the right thing, determination to follow that path, to do what makes sense for them, but also what is right for the star energy. All right, let's get a few from the Gypsy Oracle. What else do we have? Cheerfulness. Thank you for the happiest year of my life. It may not be a year, right? Maybe you hung out for 6 months. But then things got upended or somebody left with the house in the reverse. There's a change in location for somebody. Longing. We've got conversation in the reverse. There could have been a separation that also included not talking to each other. Okay, that's weird. I'm normally really good at turning my notifications off. I'm sorry, guys. But for that to come through when I'm talking about not talking to each other. And the letter card. That's spooking me out, you guys. Hi, P. Douglas. You're right on time with the alien. Let's make this extra spooky, shall we? So we have communication coming in from somebody who feels like they should have communicated earlier. They miss being next to you, like the title says. But it's more than that. This person has become a better person and been inspired by you. There's reunion in the reverse and young woman in the reverse. There's someone that would like to prevent these two from seeing each other again. This is likely somebody who's older. This could be a mother figure, for example. Maybe there are some opinions on who their child should be interested in or married to or have children with, whatever this is. There's an opinionated third party who's likely a feminine energy. We've got thief in the reverse, misfortune in the reverse. Even though they would like to prevent these two people from communicating with each other, I don't see this older woman being successful. It seems to me like the universe would like to make sure this King of Swords in the reverse is able to apologize or speak their truth. I think that's a really important part of spiritual awakening. When you realize how powerful your voice is and how to ensure that you're able to leverage it, finding the right moments and being respectful of those, around you, but not losing that voice because of someone like this feminine energy. All right, let's get some more from the Wild Reflections Tarot. What else do we have? Hello, Aqua Beauty. How are you doing? Five of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. So when I walked away, when I said goodbye, I thought it would just be like a little bit of a blip on the radar. I thought it would be like, why can't I think of it? What do they call the little like bump in the road? Like when you're driving through the grocery store parking lot. This person was like, I'll be able to figure this out. I know this person's really cool, but I'm going to have to figure out how to go on without them, or I'm going to have to focus on something else right now. There could be some insecurity here, right? I wasn't ready. I'm going to point out there's due to the map in the reverse. I don't have the map. I don't know how to get where I'm going. It's cold out, but maybe I'll figure it out eventually. Hello, Rainbow Warrior. How are you doing? You're so welcome. Aw. I hope you feel better soon, hon. We've got 7 of Swords, 4 of Swords, Temperance in the reverse. So even though I knew when I was saying it that it wasn't necessarily true, I wanted to believe it. I felt like I needed to be on my own. I felt like I couldn't be in that connection with you. It's going well. Thank you. So that's how I ended up in this situation where I felt like I couldn't make things right. I couldn't get back to normal. There was no normal. I had to realize that if this is a new normal where I think about this and I can't escape it, right? It's like in this person's life, there was a before I met the star, and after I met the star. Everything changed when I met you. We have the Sun in the reverse, another indicator that we have somebody that is upset or sad. We may see the 5 of Cups. Because there's definitely some wishing they could go back or do things differently. And this depression or sense of being far away from somebody they love is more so about when you lose something, you realize what the true value is. Because I lost this love, it became all the more obvious to me that I need this love. You shouldn't have to lose something to appreciate its value. And for many of you, you're going to look at this connection as like a lost cause or something that can't be salvaged because of how this person was willing to walk away the way that they did. For others of you, you understand this was a part of their spiritual awakening, and you're more interested in using your discernment to see how they behave now or what their current energy is versus making a judgment call based on their actions from weeks, months, or even years ago. And either course, I recommend forgiveness. Don't carry that burden of being mad at somebody because it's only going to slow you down. You may want to believe it's going to slow them down, but either they don't care because they haven't learned yet, or you slow them down in a way that actually causes you some negative karma. The best option is forgive and forget, or forgive and move on. There's a way to or forgive and patch, right? There's a way to acknowledge this in an adult way without trying to claim some power over somebody because you haven't forgiven them. The truth is they have power over you because now you're still angry. You're putting energy into that. I don't desire to waste my energy. I don't think I have a low level of energy. I know I can be obnoxious. People haven't had their coffee yet in the morning and I wake up and I don't drink coffee. And I'm like, hey guys, what's up? They're gonna be like, shut up, Carmen. Don't waste your energy being angry at people who either aren't going to learn their lesson or don't care that you're mad. Cut that shit loose. Hanged Man in the reverse, a sacrifice. So this King of Cups is going to make a sacrifice. Something they once wanted, it's no longer their priority. This could be, I really thought I wanted to be a famous guitarist. I really thought I wanted to be a famous baseball player. I really thought I wanted to be able to move to Japan. There's something here that used to be a dream or used to be something that they were working towards, that's not their thing anymore. That is not their priority. They are okay with letting go of that thing because they realize it doesn't align with their purpose, or it was like a false beacon or a false goal for them. They see more clearly now, this is the path I'm supposed to be on, or this is what I want to do. So they may tell you they quit something. They may tell you that they found something more important to them. You know, oh, I used to spend a lot of time skateboarding, but now I'm volunteering. I really like giving back to the community. There's some shift here that you're going to see in like demonstrated behavior, things they've already done. So strength in the reverse. 5 of Wands and the 7 of Pentacles. I realize now that what I viewed as strength was weakness, and what I viewed as vulnerability was the true strength. And I'm not going to fight that anymore. I'm going to invest in things that make sense. I'm not going to pursue things that may seem like they would make me happy, but I know are kind of vacuous, not necessarily going to make me happy. Have you ever witnessed somebody get what they've been working for decades and realize that it's not what they really like? It doesn't give them that happiness that they were thinking. I've seen this from people who get married, for example. I've seen this from people who get like a certain level of prestige or like a title with regards to their career. And it's like, I thought I would feel better about this. They may have had some sort of revelation or epiphany, like, man, I've put like all my energy into this, and I don't know if I really care about it anymore. Hello, Carla. Welcome. I hope you're having a good weekend. What else do we have? Ooh, we need to switch. All right. Let's see. I haven't used the Dragon Oracle as much lately, but I'm feeling pulled towards it. Golden Orange Dragon expands your light for ascension. Well, that makes sense because we had the Tree of Life card, right? This is somebody who is working on themselves spiritually. Be a peaceful warrior. Help those in need. Remember your magnificence. So if this person was more comfortable initially being on the war path or being very focused on themselves, very focused on achievement, right? Look at me, I'm the king of the hill, that kind of thing. Now this person seems to be more motivated by service, kind of like what I was saying, more likely to volunteer, more likely to be an activist, more likely to help those who are oppressed, and less likely to be me. I'm so awesome. Look at me. Because spiritual ascension is no joke. It helps you align. Rainbow Dragon brings the leap of joy that opens new doors. Have trust, rediscover wisdom, expect miracles, and accept opportunities. So definitely a lot of happy energy coming through. And I love that Rainbow Warrior is here. That's perfect. This is about somebody putting the work and energy into the right things, working to heal, right? And then realizing they have this opportunity to speak their truth, to go for what it is that they want, and share that their direction in life has changed. All right. Let's get a few from, this is the Bianco Nero. What else do we have? I'm glad to hear that. Hello, Matt. How are you doing? Good day. No way. You just saw a golden eagle? That's kind of perfect for the golden dragon dude. Knight of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. I mean, this is basically someone saying, I got lost. I was in foreign territory. I didn't know where to go. I had, maybe the stars or the sunset to guide me slightly, but I had to find my own way. That could be a reference to someone feeling like their parents didn't necessarily set them up for success or give the best example, or that they may have had a particularly long run of being a rebel or a black sheep. But this person has learned a lot through loss. They have taken the more steep climb, which could kind of indicate that this person has done a lot of growing up in a short period of time. Something kind of dramatic could have happened, but it could also just be, I found this person that I wanted to be with, and I knew I needed to be my best self. You may have also really helped inspire this person to pay more attention to their intuition. This is the Nine of Pentacles. And yeah, she looks great. I can also talk about independence. But what's coming through for me is I finally listened to my intuition, and that helped me navigate that foreign territory. I figured out how to get where I needed to be because I trusted my gut. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Again, another reference to loss. I have learned that I was wrong, or I have learned what I need to do because I have lost things. And I got to be honest, I think that is an experience that most of us can relate to, right? Loss teaches you what has value. Loss teaches you what is worth working towards, right? All right, this is the Everyday Tarot. Well, if you ever need a new YouTube username and you can't do the Rainbow Warrior, you could always just do Rainbow Dragon. Back when I was doing sales, there was someone I was prospecting to whose last name was literally Dragon. And I couldn't help it. I'm so cheesy and such a loser. This poor dude didn't even know me. And I was like, so if we were to get married, I could maybe be the mother of dragons. This is really awkward. I wouldn't recommend it. But this is interesting, kind of similar energy. We've got the Tower and the Strength card. It does kind of make me think of a dragon. I know that what I'm about to say or what I want to do is going to cause some disruption. I know that there may be some people that don't understand the changes that I've gone through or the changes in terms of what I want in my life, right? There's a huge lightning bolt up here. There's a lot of change that's happening, but it's because somebody has found out what's important for them. It's because they've figured out how to, sorry, Aqua Beauty, how to leverage all this power within them, especially if they've been able to go down a little bit of a journey of forgiveness and letting go. They may have rediscovered all of this power and energy that they have within them. I've been spending it foolishly. I forgot that I even had that. It's like when you go through your clothes and I don't know, maybe you have some packed in a suitcase or in boxes somewhere and you're like, oh my God, I totally forgot that I had this. This is great. Except for instead of being some cool, sweatshirt from your college days or your high school years or whatever, it's strength. It's energy. It's power. Something that you can do to make your life better. Something that you can do to feel better about the control you have over the things that you need to have control over. Now, we don't need to have control over everything, so let's not go too far. But this is somebody rediscovering their own power, which had previously been a little MIA, you know? So we have the Moon and the Page of Cups. Someone being a little bit secretive about a love offer because they know there are people with a Fool in the reverse that would judge them for this. So you may have, remember we had that older woman energy. It doesn't have to be a woman, but in the gypsy, it's pretty specific. But this is obviously somebody who judges the two of you being together. But it kind of feels to me like the lessons this person has learned, the fact that they've gone through this spiritual awakening, it emboldens them. It makes them get to the point where they're like, hey, mom, or whoever it is, I know you don't like it. I know you want to make a different decision for my life for me, but you don't get to, okay? You can either embrace me as the person that I am, who is related to you and, only half you, which is why I make some different decisions than you do. I also was raised in a completely different time, maybe even a different space than you were, but I'm still part you. You can still love me, even though I'm making a different decision. But this is my life, and I feel pretty strongly about making this decision because this is what would make me happy. And if I have to lose you because you don't want me to be happy, then you can think about why you're making that decision. But I'm not going to lose out on my happiness to appease you. I'm not going to lose out on a love of a lifetime or somebody who feels like home to me, somebody who gave me a sense of peace because you have some qualm with it. You'll figure it out, or you won't. But I'm not going to lose it, right? So for others of you, this could be like a close friend that you have to stand up to. It could also just be, I had certain plans for my life or expectations of who the person would be that I wanted to be with, right? Illuminati, I don't know why you asking me that. I don't believe I have, sir. The Sun in the reverse and the King of Wands in the reverse. It was because I did not go after what I wanted to, and because I ignored what life I could be living, that I ended up in this Sun in the reverse energy, feeling like I had lost everything, feeling like I couldn't change how I felt because I feel like I'm missing someone, right? Hello, Mona. Oh, I hope your day gets better. Are you asking about coffee? Is that what it is? Because that's what kava makes me think of. I don't do coffee. Coffee don't like me, and I don't like coffee. We're not on talking or speaking terms. And I've also tried kombucha. I kind of like that too, but I'm always worried it's gonna like go bad and I'll die. These problems arose because I was not being honest about how I feel. These issues happened, or I felt upset because I walked away from something I wanted. So we have judgment, a decision, and judgment is also about something coming back to life, like that world card that's in the reverse. This is not over yet. I still have feelings. I still daydream about going to the grocery store with you and building IKEA furniture with you. All of the things that couples have to do. 7 of Cups. There's a choice here. And it looks to me like their choice is, this love that I lost is pretty important to me, so I'm going to do what I need to do for that. All right, this is the Overthinker's Oracle. What else do we need to know? I think there's one turned over. What else do we have? Multiple trolls. I suppose that's just like a requirement these days. So there could be more than one person that's going to judge these two. I stay awake all night thinking about you, wishing you were next to me, right? They were a downgrade. So there could be somebody else that they dated trying to distract themselves from you. And it didn't work. I'm sorry I broke your heart. And there's that codependency card that was flipped over. So they may have been dealing with codependency with regards to like a substance. This could also be, I was involved in codependent relationships. I'm more inclined to believe it's that second one, but it's a general reading, so take it how it resonates. I have so many regrets. I'm so sorry. I never should have strung you along. I'm going through a spiritual awakening. Validate. Yep, definitely does validate that Tree of Life card, the Sun card, the Dragon card. I think it was the golden one that was talking about awakening. Being away from you hurts. Jealousy and envy. I'm hiding my emotions. This could be in part because they are still learning how to be that King of Cups, right? How can I be comfortable with my emotions? How can I be comfortable expressing those emotions? But they also may know that there's, someone over here that wants to prevent them from communicating with their love interests. This could be a friend who likes to encourage them to be a player. This could be a sibling, but either they've been a player or they are closely related to or associated with a player. And that could be the reason why they're hiding their emotions. You deserve so much more. I feel stuck with the wrong person and situation. And you can't stop fate. Let's see. Let's see what we get from the Hidden Truth Oracle, shall we? I always get nervous I'm going to knock stuff off that shelf. It's just the teensiest bit wobbly. Hello, Peggy. How are you doing? What else do we have? Just being near you is intoxicating. I wish I could share my good news with you. I hid who I really am from you. We need to let each other go. All right, where is it? There it is. I think about you at night. Very much so is true. I would say this is everybody who's, if this resonates for you, this person thinks about you at night and they struggle to sleep sometimes because of it. You may just be sitting there looking at your picture like, oh. I'm just kidding. They're not doing that. Don't do that. It's weird. Okay, you guys? It's just a picture. They think about you at night. And I can't help it. Whenever I see this card, I hear Selena's song. Is it Dreaming of You? I think it's Dreaming of You. I might be wrong. I've been wrong before. What else do we have? I feel you leaving me behind, and you came closer than anyone. So they decided that you needed to let each other go, right? They said goodbye, and that's the goodbye that they're regretting. And now they're worried it's been long enough time where you're considering letting go. But you're the one that really got to know them better than anybody else. So things are still a little bit up in the air. They don't know how you feel. You may not know how they feel, but there is a desire to reclaim what has been lost and find like another opportunity to be together, even though there are so many people that are trying to be trolls and prevent you two from being together. Ah, hello, dude. It is definitely a super late arrival. My hand's already on the mouse. It's a problem for you. Don't worry. I'll be back in a little bit with another reading because I love you guys. I'm doing well. How are you? I'm a little hungry. I might have to go eat some food. It might be bacon. We'll see. I don't know. All right. Thank you for the likes and subscribes. I will see you on the next reading. Toodles.